Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschat Desatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Mukham Karoti Vacharam, Pangum Langate Grim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Shri Guru Deenatharine. Hare Krishna. So, because of cooperation of everyone and continuously being determined to read one shloka every day, now we are into the last verse of Bhagavad Gita. So last four shlokas was Sanjay's description of his feeling, and also he's talking to Dhritarashtra. The last verse we saw, he remembered about the Vishwaroop, and by remembering that Vishwaroop form, he was happy and also wondering. So now in this verse, actually, he concludes his description to Dhritarashtra and also gives a clear hint of what's going to happen. So Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna.
Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna.
Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha.
Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha.
Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutir.
Tatra Sri Vijayo Bhutir.
Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama.
Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama.
So
Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna. Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha. Tatra Sri Vijayo Bhutir. Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama.
Yatra Yogeshwara Krishno, Yatra Pato Dhanurtaraha, Tatra Sri Vijaya Bodhir, Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama.
translation and purport. So wherever there is Krishna, the master of all mystics, and where there is Arjuna, the supreme archer, there will also be certainly opulence, victory, extraordinary power, and morality. That is my opinion. Purport. So long purport. Let's read. Bhagavad Gita began with the inquiry of Dhritarashtra. He was hopeful of the victory of his sons, assisted by great warriors like Bhishma, Drona, and Karna. He was hopeful that victory would be on his side, but after describing scene on the battlefield, Sanjay told the king, "You are thinking of victory, but my opinion is that where Krishna and Arjuna are present, there will be good fortune." He directly confirmed that Dhritarashtra could not accept victory for his side. Victory was certain for the side of Arjuna because Krishna was there. Krishna's acceptance of post of charioteer for Arjuna was an exhibition of another opulence. Krishna is full of all opulence, and renunciation in one of them is one of them. There are many instances of such renunciation, for Krishna is also the master of renunciation. The fight was actually between Duryodhana and Yudhishthir. Arjuna was fighting on behalf of his elder brother Yudhishthir. Because Krishna and Arjuna were on the side of Yudhishthir, Yudhishthir's victory was certain. The battle was to decide who would rule the world. Sanjay predicted that the power would be transferred to Yudhishthir. It is also predicted here that Yudhishthir, after gaining victory in the battle, will flourish more and more, because not only was he righteous and pious, but he was also strict moralist. He never spoke a lie during his life. There are many less intelligent persons who take Bhagavad Gita to be a discussion of topics between two friends on battlefield, but such a book cannot be scripture. Some may protest that Krishna incited Arjuna to fight, which is immoral, but reality of the situation is clearly stated. Bhagavad Gita is the supreme instruction in morality. The supreme instruction of morality stated in 9th chapter and the 34th verse, Manmana Bhavamad Bhakta. One must become devotee of Krishna, and the essence of all religion is to surrender unto Krishna. Sarva dharman parityaja mamekam sharanam vraja. The instructions of Bhagavad Gita constitute the supreme process of religion and of morality. All other processes may be purifying and may lead to this process, but the last instruction of Gita is the last word in all morality and religion. Surrender unto Krishna. This is the verdict of 18th chapter. From Bhagavad Gita, we can understand to realize oneself by philosophical speculation or by meditation is one of the process, but to fully surrender unto Krishna is the highest perfection. This is the essence of teaching of Bhagavad Gita, the path of regulative principles according to the order of social life and according to the different course of religion may be confidential path of knowledge, but all the other rituals of religion are confidential, and meditation and knowledge are still more confidential. Surrender unto Krishna is in devotional service is full Krishna consciousness is most confidential instruction. That is the essence of 18th chapter. Another feature of Bhagavad Gita is that actual truth is the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. The absolute truth is realized in three features: impersonal Brahman, localized Paramatma, and ultimately the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. Perfect knowledge of absolute truth means perfect knowledge of Krishna. If one understands Krishna, then all departments of knowledge are part and parcel of that understanding. Krishna is transcendental, for he always situated in his eternal internal potency. The living entities are manifested by his energy and divided into two classes: eternally conditioned, eternally liberated. Such living entities are innumerable. They are considered fundamental parts of Krishna. Material energy is manifested in 24 divisions. The creation is effected by eternal time and is created and dissolved by external energy. This manifestation of cosmic world repeatedly becomes visible and invisible. In Bhagavad Gita, 5 principal subject matters have been discussed: the Supreme Personality of Godhead, material nature, the living entity, eternal time, and all kinds of activities, karma. All is dependent on the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. All conceptions of absolute truth, impersonal Brahman, localized Paramatma, and any other transcendental conception exist within the category of understanding the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Although superficially the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the living entity, material nature, and time appear to be different, nothing is different from Supreme, but the Supreme is always different from everything. Lord Chaitanya's philosophy is that inconceivable oneness and difference. This system of philosophy constitutes perfect knowledge of the absolute truth. The living entity in his original position is pure spirit. He is just like an atomic particle or supreme spirit. Thus, Lord Krishna may be compared to the sun, and the living entity may be to sunshine. Because the living entities are marginal energy of Krishna, they have tendency to be in contact either with material energy or with spiritual energy. In other words, the living entity is situated between two energies of the Lord. Because he belongs to the superior energy of the Lord, he has particle of independence. By proper use of that independence, he comes under the direct control of Krishna. Thus, he attains his normal condition in pleasure-giving potency. Thus, in Bhaktivedanta purports to the 18th chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, in the matter of its conclusion, the perfection of renunciation. Hare Krishna. So Srila Prabhupada summarizes the content of Bhagavad Gita in the last verse, the purport of the last verse. So last verse, what it mentions, Shri Vijayor Bhuti Dhruva. So Shri is wealth, Vijay is the victory, and Shri is wealth or opulence, Bhuti is power. So these are the three things actually for which in this world Everyone is struggling. Everyone wants money. Everyone wants to be always victorious, and everyone wants power to control others. So these three things are necessary or are uh, required for by everyone. And Sanjay says, wherever there is Krishna and Arjuna, there will be all these three things. So the problem is the people who are trying to be victorious, people who are trying to be opulent, people who are trying to have exceptional power, they get one of this, but it's very rarely all of this is together, because they are not. There is no Krishna or Arjuna. This is their individual effort. But if we study Bhagavad Gita, if we study the teachings of Bhagavad Gita and apply those teachings in our life, by remembering Arjuna and by remembering Krishna, what exactly we are doing? We are actually keeping Arjuna and Krishna in our memory. And if they both are there with you, then you will be opulent, you will be victorious, and you will have powers. And that is the truth. So actually, Sanjay here says, like, that is my opinion. Matihi mama, matir mama. He says it's my opinion, but that is the fact. So Sanjay, a very intelligent person, as an assistant of Dhritarashtra, he gave uh, Dhritarashtra a clear instruction that wherever on the side on which Krishna and Arjuna are fighting, they will be victorious. So you can see Sanjay, being a personal assistant of Dhritarashtra, also tried to pursue Dhritarashtra to avoid fighting, by telling him the truth that there is no possibility of victory for Duryodhan. He also tried his best, but of course, Dhritarashtra, because of his own attachment to his son, he was not able to stop it, stop the war. And the result was, of course, what happened is the same thing described in the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Everyone died, and only Pandavas remain. So, so this is what Sanjay said, and this is what happened. So any person who is intelligent, who is who understands the teachings of Bhagavad Gita will understand what's going to happen. Similarly, in our life also, if we are following the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, we are actually on the side of Krishna and Arjuna. Like Yudhishthir, he was supposed to be king, and for that, Krishna and Arjuna are on his side. So his victory is guaranteed. So if we also apply the teachings of Bhagavad Gita in our day-to-day life and make our goal very clear, then actually we are on the side of Krishna and Arjuna. So we will get Sri Vijayo Bhutir. It's possible. So if anybody asks you, right, how to become victorious, how to become powerful, how to have become rich, you have to tell these words, that this is how you become. So what you have to do, you have to keep the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, which includes descriptions or conversation of Krishna and Arjuna. Then you will become rich or powerful, or you will be victorious always. So the material world, people without understanding how these things can be achieved by doing bhakti. So bhakti is said to give you everything that is required. So he gives all the good qualities. So from the material point of view, these are the good qualities. If you are rich or if you have a lot of power, people say, oh, that person is very nice. He has very good qualities. What is that? He's rich. He has power. He can control anyone. Nobody can cross him. Nobody can bypass him. So it becomes a good quality or good qualification in this world. But when we do bhakti, we keep Krishna and Arjuna in our thoughts, actually we will be automatically having all these things, and nothing extra needs to be done. So bhakti, uh, by doing bhakti to Krishna, we achieve everything that is required to survive in this material world. And also it gives more than that, that if we surrender completely unto Krishna, then Krishna will take care that we will reach to him. We don't have to worry. And Krishna cares about such devotee to take him to his abode. So that is very positive and very safe option of going to Krishna's abode. But what we have to do? Sarva dharma parityaja mamekam sharanam vraja. We have to surrender only to Krishna. Mam ekam sharanam vraja. Ekam word is used. So Krishna is very clearly telling that you surrender unto me only, I will take care. Don't worry. So, but are we prepared to surrender unto only Krishna? That is our preparation and our choice. So Krishna is there if we are ready. If we are not ready, Krishna cannot help us. So we have to become ready. So like this, in Bhagavad Gita is very practical guide to our daily life. If you are stuck up in any situation and we don't know what to be done, how we should act, or what should be the correct approach, try to read Bhagavad Gita and you will get proper knowledge. Because Krishna says, the Dhami Buddhi Yogam, from I will give you the knowledge by which you can come to me. So Krishna will help us to take proper decisions in this world also, so that we don't lose the connection with bhakti. So by this, we actually conclude our study of Bhagavad Gita. It's not, we cannot say it's a complete study of Bhagavad Gita, because Bhagavad Gita is eternal and it's unlimited. The more you read, the more you know from Bhagavad Gita. So there is no end to that. We can, throughout the life, we have to read Bhagavad Gita, we have to apply Bhagavad Gita, and we try to understand Bhagavad Gita. So it's a continuous learning process. But at least because of all of us, for last more than 2 years, 700 shlokas, so almost 2 years, we have been reading this shloka every day. And this is the arrangement of pandemic. By Corona, some good things, many good things have happened, and this is one of the good things that we have studied Bhagavad Gita. And whatever I have studied or I have realized, I try to share with you. So there may be some mistakes in my explanation. There may be some important points that I may have missed. So being merciful, please excuse me for that, forgive me for that if I have created some mistakes. Those are unintentional mistakes. But I am very thankful to all of you who regularly join this reading. Because of this, I also learned Bhagavad Gita more, and I also understood many new aspects, many new ways of looking at the life. So I thank each and every one of you for making this happen. And I saw the messages about the Srimad Bhagavatam. So Srimad Bhagavatam has 18,000 verses. Okay, so 18,000 verses. If we do one verse per day, it almost takes 48 or 49 years to complete the Bhagavatam one by one. So I don't know how we can do one shloka every day, but if there is any other better way, of course, I will be more than happy to do that. I will also think how we can do Srimad Bhagavatam. There are 12 cantos. So is there any way we can see the summarization of Bhagavatam? Or if any one of you have any request for particular shlokas from Srimad Bhagavatam, that also we can do. So that way also we can continue. But let me think how we can do Bhagavatam. And I will write on the group how we can do, and if we all agree, accordingly we will start. So I thank you, all of you, from bottom of my heart, for giving me this opportunity and keeping the transcendental vibrations going by this reading of Bhagavad Gita. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Any comments, any questions, any requests, anything you would like to say?
Prabhuji, I just wanted to say, I want to say thanks to all of you, because this is first time Bhagavad Gita. I've been listening from so many people about Bhagavad Gita. You know, we hear a lot about Bhagavad Gita. Same way, when I was hearing about it, about the book, but I couldn't get any opportunity to know or read. Though I referred few pages, it was very difficult for me to understand the meaning, though it's in English and everything. Yeah, because of all of you, especially Prabhuji, you, it's really like I can today I can explain one or two bits maybe to my children as well. Sure. And I can at least on drop like a big book, I can remember few things which I can recollect, and I learned some things and I try to implement this. Thank you very much for your explanations. It's really I feel like somewhere I got connected to Krishna. That's what I wanted to say. It was very wonderful journey. All these months we were doing this. I think 2 years we did this Bhagavad Gita. So I'm so thankful and so grateful to you.
Thank you very much for coming every day.
I didn't want to miss any day because the verses were so beautifully explained, and every verse has so much deep in inner meaning and everything. It felt like I every day my family used to say, how you 9:30 means how your tongue like a bell you go into the phone, because that makes that Bhagavad Gita is used to pull me like every day. 9:30 I want to listen to the class. It's thank you so much for the classes, and so many others also used to have a doubts which I got from them as well. It's very maybe I am blessed to have to listen from you all. That's what I felt.
Thank you very much. That's the wonderful transcendental vibration of Bhagavad Gita, actually, that makes us to hear. And it's also your sincerity and determination that is required for bhakti, right? So that made it possible, actually. It's very nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. I'm Saraswati. Yeah. Thank you so much to you, especially. So actually, I'm also not that good in like reading. You know, I think I made many mistakes while reading slokas and all. So from that, I learned many Sanskrit words and learned many things about Krishna. So I'm really grateful to you and all other listeners also. Like got motivation, learned many things. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji, for every day reciting the verses. It's the great thing.
Thank you.
To our next generation, our sons and daughters, we have to teach this. That's very important.
Yeah, even I have 2 daughters. They were like every day.
Right.
Whenever sometimes I forget, or like sometimes I don't usually forget, but sometimes I get busy. So they were like they are like mother, your Bhagavad Gita listening time. You know, they remind me.
Right.
So I feel so happy for that.
Yeah, I remember your one daughter used to say Hare Krishna in the beginning.
Oh yeah.
She used to come.
I know.
And she used to say thank you very much. So we were very happy.
Yeah.
Her voice.
Yeah. Now also she's listening near to me every time.
Very nice, very nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you
very much to you and your daughter. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, and really, from bottom of my heart, you know, I'm really thankful to you. So
thank you very much.
waiting for next, whatever you will do. Okay, yeah.
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
We'll do something.
Thank you so much, everybody. Yeah, thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji and Mataji, for having class every day. Even you during your sick time also you used to teach us. Thank you so much. Even you were traveling time. Thank you so much. And we learned a lot from you, like especially applying it in our practical life about Bhagavad Gita, Krishna's teaching.
Right.
And it's of course a lot of struggles in the material life, but Krishna's mercy we are able to complete.
Right.
Yes, I'm very happy today. I am last class I'm able to complete.
Yes.
And how to say, the also what I learned is we have to every minute we have to depend on Krishna. As Krishna is in Pandava's side, they were a victory. So we are conditioned to always we are slaughtered by Maya. So if we depend on Krishna, we will overcome material life also. We can progress in spiritual life. So Krishna is telling to surrender to do bhakti yoga. So I'm fully convinced Krishna's teaching. So and you are helping us. You are helping us to progress in that way.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Also, you and Mataji accepted for teaching us Bhagavad Gita. I'm sorry, Srimad Bhagavatam, and we will wait for you the way how you are planning. Whatever you suggest us, we will follow as you say.
Sure.
And we will adjust our class time, whatever it is, if it's required, for covering 18,000 slokas, right? You told
18,000, yeah.
18,000
verses, yes.
Actually, in my lifetime, I want to complete.
Yes, that should be the goal, right?
Yes.
There are devotees who read Bhagavatam 40 times, 50 times, 70 times they have read. So the more we read, the more we want to read. That's how Bhagavatam is. So let's see, we'll think how we can do that so that we also develop the interest and enjoy the Bhagavatam. It's very nice, actually.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. And
Hare
congratulations to you. I'm sorry I can't attend some of the classes. But nevertheless, thank you for this journey. It is really wonderful. When I traveled to Europe, I used to listen. And when I'm back home in Malaysia, also I made my family to listen, one or two.
Very nice.
So, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. It was very nice. It's congratulations to all of us, actually, because we all together we reached here, right? It's not easy in this with the job and family. It's not so easy, but because we were together, I think it was possible.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially my automotive line is not so easy. Because I take care of Europe as well and US, so the timing is very difficult for me sometimes. But but I really look forward for 9:30. Sometimes it's unavoidable for me. But nevertheless, thank you so much for this journey. I appreciate from bottom of my heart. Thank you, and I wish you all the best.
Yeah, same to you, and we'll see what we can do next for Bhagavatam.
Absolutely, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, sure. Thank you very much.
Thank you to everyone. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so thank you very much for the comments and keeping this going, and we'll update you how to start Bhagavatam or what we can do together after Bhagavad Gita. But one request from my side, please keep reading Bhagavad Gita, one shlok every day, like we were doing throughout the life, so that the vibration keeps going, and it actually helps a lot if we keep reading Bhagavad Gita every day. And we'll come back soon with the next plan, and let us align on the group how we should proceed. Okay, so thank you very much from bottom of my heart, and I pray to Krishna that we keep Krishna and Arjuna in our heart, and so everything becomes easily possible for us on the spiritual path. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much.
Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.